Those are for the people that need that crazy camera. Like, Androids always have, like, 79, 85 megapixel cameras, but then when they be sending a Snapchat, it looks like it's 8 pixels.
Yeah, it's like you got all those pixels, but what are they really doing? Like, literally, I was out the other night, and then there was some girl, and then I asked to get her phone number. This happened literally just the other day.
Really?
Yes.
But he's a sender, huh?
Bro, you know? But then I was like, yo, can I get your number?
But he's a sender.
And then she takes out her phone, and it's an Android. And I just sit there for a second, and I'm like,
Gotta untuck the hair, boys. Gotta untuck the hair.
Bro, can we talk about that?
You want to talk about my hair?
Your hair, bro. Like, it's no secret. The secret's out. Your hair. What are you doing with your hair? What's the plans with your hair? Are you going to let it keep growing until it touches the floor? Or?
No, not that long. But, you know, the ladies, they do say length matters. So I just been growing it out.
I don't know if that's what they were talking about.
I don't know, man.
I feel like the ladies do love longer hair, though. Like, grow the flow.
I don't really know what I'm doing with the hair. But, like, I'll say, like, maybe the boys, like, when I'm with the boys, like you, Mason, Rohan, Evan, everyone will be like, they'll be like, dang, bro, the hair's getting long.
It is
but,
getting
like,
long.
the ladies love it, bro. I'm just going to be honest.
They do? What are they, like, playing with your hair? Or
No,
like,
not.
They, like, resemble, like, they look at you, and then they see a little bit of them in you. I think that might be what it is. Because, like, from the back, dude, it's getting a little hard to tell.
No, bro, no. It's like
It's hard to tell.
I'm going for a little, like, getting to the length where I might end up, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go with that TikTok, like, you know, where I don't know what that is, whatever the TikTokers
The
do.
little TikTok messy hair?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it long, maybe a little surfer vibes.
Man bun? Can we expect
I don't know if
man
I'm going to be able to pull, I don't want to look like I can make sushi on the spot,
bun?
you know?
Yeah. You give off that Asian surfer vibe right now.
Yeah, like, I want to, yeah, like,
But what's the end goal? with
Hawaii
it?
5-0.
When's the last time you got a haircut?
I haven't got a haircut since we left on the road trip at the beginning of this year. So literally 9 months. Actually, I got one trim, but they barely took off hair. Like, I went in there, it was like a nice barber place. I went in there, I was like, yo, B, like, don't take off anything. And they literally barely did anything, and they had to charge me the same amount. And they're like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, that's all I want. It was barely.
My goodness. So we don't know where it's going.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm honestly want to know your guys' comments down below. What do you guys think of it? I know Nick doesn't really like it.
No, I don't. Well, like, whatever makes you happy, you know? Like, you've done all the hairstyles. You've literally had buzz cut,
Reverse mohawk.
reverse mohawk, and now you got the opposite of buzz cut. All the hair in the world. But, you know, I was just wondering.
Honestly, Alex Eubank is my inspiration. Trying to get that long, so a little bit longer.
Oh, okay.
It's in the in-between stages, but it's in the in-between stages where everyone doubts. And then once it makes it there, everyone's like, man.
I have to give it up to you. It does take a lot of patience to actually get to that point, though.
Oh, it's been in an awkward stage for a whole year.
But I was something else to talk to you about. So right before we started filming this podcast, you went to the bathroom, buddy. And I'm going to pop up the video.
Bro, really?
I went into the bathroom right after
This
you.
is wrong.
I went to the bathroom right after you, and then this is what I see, guys. Play the video. Only Ricky would do this, bro. Just use the bathroom. First of all, didn't flush. Spat in there. Look around. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Bro. Come on. How do you miss that bad? What do you have to say to that?
I have to say, I'll own up. I'll be a man. I'll be a man and say, yeah, I did it.
Bro.
I missed.
Not just one offense. That's like 3 offenses. You spat in the toilet and pissed, didn't flush it, and then you didn't piss not only in the toilet, you pissed around and on the toilet, and then just dipped.
I did that. I did. I was in a rush trying to sit down for the podcast, you know.
That's cap.
Hey, if we're going to bring up bathroom mistakes, by the time this is going up, I'm not sure if it's out yet, we did eating entire Taco Bell menu.
Oh, yep.
And this guy over here, NCK, buddy, literally, spoiler alert for the vid, pooped his pants, bro.
Dude, nah, I didn't. No, not technically, because it's one of the ones where Like, I shat my pants, but, like, did I really, though? Because to poop your pants, it has to get on the pants, right?
You could,
or the underwear. So, but it never made it past my cheeks.
Yeah, but in the middle of the video, he literally is like, oh, I think I pooped my pants, guys. And we were like, oh, you never know. You never know. Especially with this guy. Chances are high, though. I mean, remember Target? So, I mean, dude, you're literally like, oh, I pooped my pants. And he runs in the bathroom, and he's like, Ricks, I did. Like, it was like an accomplishment. He runs in there like, I did. And then he was like, oh, it actually got stuck in between my cheeks. So, like, it didn't make it out. So, I guess technically not.
Technically, yes, but also technically no. But for everyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, we just filmed a video for our main channel, and it was ordering the entire Taco Bell menu. We literally have done like every fast food chain in existence. We've done McDonald's, we've done Chick-fil-A, we've done KFC. You good?
Yes, I'm okay.
Bless you. We've done Popeyes. I think we've done Burger King, 300 nuggets, not the entire menu there, but we were like, yo, where other fast food places can we go to? And the one that we've been steering clear from for good reason, we're like, you know what? We just have to send it. So we ate the entire Taco Bell menu. We ate most of it. Like, I'd say 90% of it, right?
Oh, we ate a lot. We actually went through it. Can't believe it, actually.
So if there's one time where they poop their pants, and you give them a pass, that's the time.
Yeah,
like,
I guess.
The entire Taco Bell menu, come on, boss.
I guess. I'm actually surprised I didn't.
5 bean burritos, what do you expect?
True. But we got to address the white elephant in the room right now.
Why is it, dude, it's not the white elephant. It's just the elephant in the room.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. All right, I don't know. We got to address the elephant. As you can see, it's only me and NCK on this pod.
Oh, it is.
First time that's only been me and NCK. It's basically just like a little conversation.
A little conversation between the Ireland boys.
So, guys, I mean, hey, Dr. Lamb's out this week. No guests, so it's literally an Ireland boys only.
An Ireland boys only.
And
yeah, Mason will be back, though. He's not gone. Yeah, he's just not in this week's episode.
And, we got to talk about my favorite part of the past 2 weeks. Seeing Austin McBroom absolutely get his cheeks clapped.
Absolutely clobbered by none other than the Big Gibber.
Oh, my gosh. I know it happened a little bit ago, but when Nick and I were watching it,
my goodness,
dude, we were getting so hyped because literally Austin knocked down Gib in the first round and got so hyped. He was all up on him, and I can't lie.
I was scared for Gib. I was like, dude, Gib, please, not like this. Like, I want you to win so bad. And just for Gib to put Austin in his place, I was like, bro, this has to happen. This has to happen.
A brother was nervous in the first round. I can't lie.
Oh, yeah.
But then Gib came back, and I got to give a shout-out to the ref for letting Austin McBroom get knocked down time and time again. I think it was 5 or 6 times.
5 or 6 times.
Before he called it. He could have called it on the third one, and everyone would have been happy, but hey, he kept letting him go, and Austin kept winning it. So
he had to give the people what they wanted to see.
It was satisfying, man.
Apparently, did you hear how many people were in the venue when it happened, though?
A record low, right?
Yeah, it was like they had the event in some big stadium in L.A., but I think there was, less than 1,000 people. That's what I've heard. I don't know how true it is.
I heard that only a couple hundred tickets were sold, and the rest, they let in people for free to try and make it look like it was more. Dang. Wouldn't be surprised, man.
Dang. And also, not only that, but I was on Twitter the other day. Let me see if I can find the screenshot of what I found. But this is apparently what the fighters got paid that day. I'm not sure how true it is. You've seen the numbers. You think they're true?
I don't really know, but all I know is what's true is Austin McBroom took that L.
Let me find the screenshot. I have to find the screenshot, bro, and read these numbers.
Dude, it's just like instant. I feel like that was like not instant karma because it took years, but like that was karma happening in real life. It was like, boom, like the first knockdown was like him cheating on his wife, then or whatever happened. I don't know if that happened.
Allegedly.
The second one was like the second knockdown was for everyone like in the Social Gloves event that maybe got screwed over. All the ones that didn't get paid. If they did, I don't know. I'm saying allegedly because I don't want anything happening. And
Apparently-
third one was for like us when he like jumped us in the
Yeah.
back, and I mean I'm sure the 4, 5, and 6 were for other reasons, but it was just like, hey, let's go. Thank you for the dedication.
Shout out to Gib, man, for making that happen, putting a smile on my face. That was, I didn't want to pay for the fight because I was like, this will probably end up going to Austin, but like I just have to see what happens. And, we ended up paying for the fight.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. For that, it was worth it.
Oh, small price to pay for the happiness and joy that it brought.
It sounds so bad.
It sounds bad.
It sounds bad. But, like, for what he's done to us, like, it just, like...
And I actually do hope he, like, grows, honestly. And I think he will, honestly. Like, after that happens, you get humbled, and then, you
I
know?
think he's taking, like, a little break.
That's probably the best thing, to look back on, like, take a break and look back on everything.
Either that or he probably might have a concussion, too, maybe. I don't know. He looked pretty rough in there, bro. He looked bad. But I just found the screenshot of... This is apparently what the fighters in Social Gloves 2 got paid. And, I'm just going to read it. And I got offered to be a part of this. Keep that in mind. And they were offering to pay me nothing. So I'm just going to start at the top. Austin McBroom apparently only got $10K, which seems insanely low.
So low for him.
And then Gib got $50K, which also seems extremely low. Like for the main event, $10K and $50K.
Yeah.
But this is excluding if they got a slice of the pay-per-view,
which we're assuming is going to be almost nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, if I had to guess, if Social Gloves 1 didn't do the greatest with all that promotion and everything, and Social Gloves 2 was way less hyped, like, way less
A lot
hyped.
of people didn't know it happened until the next day.
Yeah, people only saw the highlights of Gib rocking Austin McBroom. But then, everyone else on the card, Nick Young, the basketball player, got $100K. And then Adrian Peterson, NFL superstar, ex-NFL superstar, right?
Yeah.
He only got $15K. But yet his opponent, Le'Veon Bell, another football player, got $250K. I don't know if it's adding up. I don't know if these numbers are accurate, but I saw it from Twitter, from a trusted source somewhat. That's what the people are saying. But I don't know. Anyways, in other boxing news, enough with Austin McBroom. It was just glad we got to see him get his cheeks clapped. But someone that might get their cheeks clapped in a coming soon boxing match is Deji.
Oh, this is crazy.
So a couple of days ago, apparently there were rumors of Deji fighting Floyd Mayweather, which makes no sense.
No way.
It makes no sense. Like, there was this meme of a guy, like, stepping upstairs, and he starts on the bottom stair. One foot's on the bottom stair, and then he's stepping up the stairs, and then his foot is just, like, stretched all the way to the top stair. And then the meme said, that's Deji. And then all the steps are, like, normal steps people would take before fighting arguably the greatest fighter of all time. Like, you'd fight... Like, he literally has one win. Deji has one win. Fusi too.
Dude, he's literally making the biggest leap in history.
Literally,
and I believe in him.
Literally skipping everyone, skipping Jake Paul, KSI, literally everyone to go fight Floyd Mayweather. And it was like, I was like, bro, there's no way that this is happening. But then a couple days later, I see another article, and it says this: confirmed. Floyd Mayweather will be fighting Deji in an exhibition boxing match. Confirmed.
In Dubai.
Confirmed, though.
Oh, I know. Floyd literally confirmed it. He was on like a podcast or something.
How does that even happen?
I don't know.
Floyd just out here fighting anybody. Or what?
That's crazy. And yo, I love Deji. But man, if like Logan made it through the 8 rounds, but only I feel like because he's like 70 pounds more and literally like a whole
way bigger.
Yeah, just insanely bigger. Deji is a little bit bigger than Floyd, but relatively not a big guy.
Yeah.
So if Deji goes the distance with Floyd Mayweather, massive dub.
That's a L for Floyd Mayweather in my
And
book.
a massive dub for Wedgie.
A massive, massive dub. Like, Floyd Mayweather, arguably the greatest boxer of all time. And then you got Deji, a person who lost to... Who did he lose to? He lost to Alex Wasabi,
Jake Paul, and Vinny Hacker.
He lost to those 3 people. And his only win is against Fusi. And if that guy even stands a chance against the best boxer of all time, then respect for Floyd Mayweather just goes down, and boxing in general goes down. I'm not going to lie.
And honestly, respect for Nick Ireland would go crazily up, because if Deji goes the distance with Floyd Mayweather, listen to this. Listen to this breakdown. That's a massive win for Wedgie. That's where everyone's calling him. Because, listen, Deji versus Alex Wasabi. Alex Wasabi beat Deji.
Wait, let me say it.
Okay, why?
Just because I want to clip this on my TikTok.
Bro, I was breaking it down for you, but go ahead.
I have to. I know I'm going to. This is a great clip to use.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Let me break it down for you, sir. So just take a look at this. Deji is versing Floyd Mayweather. If Deji wins, massive W for Deji. But Alex Wasabi beat Deji. And I beat Alex Wasabi. Therefore, making me the greatest boxer of all time. Nick Ireland, 1-0, undefeated boxer. Where's my belt? If that happens, if Deji beats Floyd Mayweather, bro, that literally that would change history.
If Deji even goes the distance, I think it changes history, honestly. Yo, Floyd's got to get him out of there.
Has to.
And Deji, please just go the distance, man. That's all you got to do.
You hear about the iPhone 14?
iPhone 14, what about it?
It just came out. You heard about it or no?
Yeah, I heard about it, and everyone's roasting it hard.
Yeah, because it's pretty much the iPhone 13.
Oh, I literally saw that.
Because it is pretty much the same as the iPhone 13. If you look at it, you can't even tell the difference. The only thing is the dynamic island, which all they did, instead of have the notch, all they did was move the notch down just a little bit, so then there's a little bit of pixels above the notch. Everyone's roasting it.
But people still buy.
Yeah, people are still buying because it's, I don't know why.
I literally saw, who did I see roast it? It was, I think it was Steve Jobs' daughter, right?
Yeah, she's literally roasting it. Like herself. Like of all people, when she's roasting it, you know.
It was like a meme. It was like this guy, he was wearing this red flannel, opening Christmas presents. And then he was in the middle opening the present, and he was holding the same shirt he was wearing, and he was like amazed by it.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Like if you have an iPhone 12 even, the upgrade to the iPhone 14, like what are the actual day-to-day differences that you'll realize?
I don't know. You're buying the name, the 14 instead of the 13.
That is, it's kind of cool. Like I can't lie, if I saw someone with the dynamic island, I'd be like, yo.
It would look cool for a second.
Yeah, it would look cool, but then you realize it's like the same thing as the notch.
Yeah, but that's how they get you, bro. That if they can get you to buy a whole new phone for nothing, they got you hooked on their. They got you hooked. They have you addicted.
Not only you, but they got like everybody hooked.
Like if you're the one that sends the green bubble, everyone's like, "Oh, bro, we can't add you to the group chat."
Bro,
like everything. Apple is just an ecosystem, airdropping. They make it so easy that if you have one item, you need them, and like you're not gonna go anywhere else. They know they have you by a leash.
Yeah.
You're their dog.
And once you're in it, it's like, dude, they can almost charge whatever they want. Maybe not whatever they want, because if it's too expensive, then people will like consider, they're like, then I'll go to like Android or Windows. But
to an extent, though.
To an extent, they can raise it, because I'll be like, this is my thinking personally. I'll be thinking and I'll be like, damn, that's expensive. Like the new phone for pretty much no change, expensive. But am I going to go get an Android and be the guy with the green bubbles?
No.
Nope. That's not going to be me.
Those are for the people that need that crazy camera. Like, Androids always have, like, 79, 85 megapixel cameras, but then when they be sending a Snapchat, it looks like it's 8 pixels.
Yeah, it's like you got all those pixels, but what are they really doing? Like,
I don't know.
Like, literally, I was out the other night, and then there was some girl, and then I asked to get her phone number. This happened literally just the other day.
Really?
Yes.
But he's a sender, huh?
Bro, you know. But then I was like, yo, can I get your number?
But he's a sender.
And then she takes out her phone, and it's an Android. And I just sit there for a second, and I'm like, And I think I said it out loud. I was like, dang, green bubbles?
No FaceTime?
Is that a red flag? And then she's like, all right, well, nice to meet you.
Really?
No, but she was joking, though.
Okay.
I didn't get the number, though.
Oh, really? She didn't give it to you after that?
She gave me her Snapchat Probably so like.
But what's the point of Snapchatting an Android, right? With the 8.
Well, because if you Snapchat on Android, you can actually like, there's like a video chat option on Snapchat. So that's like her FaceTime.
Oh, but can you see them?
I mean, you might be able to like see a couple pixels.
We're roasting Android hard right now, but definitely if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're like a bit, I don't know, like IBD, our dad uses Android and he will stand by it forever. Like no matter what, he won't go to Apple. He loves his Android. Like he be using it so many different ways. But
I feel like it's always the dads, bro.
Because they have their reasoning. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what the reasoning is.
They can multitask, I guess, on it, but I don't even.
How often is IBD multitasking on his phone though?
But I think it's the flex of being able to say he can.
I'm not gonna lie. Android or just like phones other than Apple, they definitely be ahead on a lot of stuff. Like a lot of the technologies that Apple puts in their phones, they'll put it in like a couple years later, and then when it comes to Apple, everyone goes crazy. They're like, "Oh my Apple, genius, so smart, so smart." But then if you just look at a Samsung from like a couple years ago or an Android from a couple years ago, it's like, wait, y'all been doing this. Like when Apple added widgets, everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, widgets! I can like customize my screen and add like this here and this here."
Oh yeah, yep.
But our dad, IBD,
years
been using widgets for as long as I can remember. And also to the girl who had the Android, if she's watching this, I don't think she is, but just in case, you know, like you're still cool.
Dang, bud, dude.
What?
Wow.
It's not. I don't think it's a. Is it really a red flag? You think? If
No, not at all.
Hey, but I was just saying it for the memes.
Not at all a red flag,
She
man.
probably gets that a lot.
But
though.
it does take a specific kind of woman to be able to handle an Android. I'll tell you that.
Dude,
not in a bad way though.
Yeah,
like it could be a good thing. Like they got to be self-independent. They got to be able to handle the hate. Like you know.
Yeah, probably every day.
All of her friends. Like she probably gets that all the time.
Yeah.
From people saying, "Oh, Android." To be able to persevere through that, got to give respect.
And you know why? This is what she said when I asked her. Was like, I think I was like joking about the Android a little bit, and then she said, "Oh, I guess my dad likes Android because I guess her dad got her the phone." So that's why right there. It's always the dads. Always the dads.
Dang.
You know what sucks about Android as well too, though?
Well, I think her daddy is about to get her an iPhone. Yeah, I had to say it. I'm just kidding. I just had to say it.
That was a good one. But dude, you can't name a group chat with someone, even if it's just one person that has an Android. Even if they didn't make the group chat, you can't name the group chat.
It's the age-old saying, you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Like me, Ricky, and then DJ Fab and Rohan, we have a group chat for something. And literally, like I go in there every day and I'm like looking at the text and I'm wishing I could just name the group chat to something simple that reminds me of like what that group is for, like what we're doing in there. But then every time I look at it and then I look at the title, and it's literally Ricky, Dad, Rohan, and DJ Fabuloso.
Yeah.
Like it's like, bro,
we could name it so good, like something nice.
Something nice.
I don't know what it would be, but
It'd be something nice.
But honestly,
should we talk about what that group chat is for? Or?
Yes, we should. A little bit. We'll hint to it. We'll hint to it.
Not everything. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Welcome to Fresh Ball Fall. 'Tis the season of pumpkin spice and making sure your crotch looks nice. That means sipping cider in a fall breeze and using Manscaped products to trim your balls with ease. That's right. Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped, a company here to make sure that your foliage isn't the only thing shedding its excess leaves. Join the 6 million men who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping using code IBP. I've personally been using Manscaped for a little bit of time before they even sponsored the boys, and it's just an honor that their package is helping my package, if you know what I mean. Whether you're brand new or already have Manscaped, you can still use the crown jewel of care for your crown jewel downstairs, the Platinum Package 4.0. With this glorious package, you can align your entire hygiene routine in one swoop. Inside the 10-part Platinum Package is everything you know and love about the Performance Package, plus some shower goodies included to elevate your grooming game to platinum. The Lawnmower 4.0 body trimmer and Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer feature advanced skin-safe technology to protect your delicate parts. And also, both are waterproof, so you can trim no matter the weather. In addition to shaving, you can also upgrade your shower routine with their new Ultra Premium Body Wash and Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo and Conditioner, which are going to leave you feeling and smelling nice. And don't forget to leave the house without applying some of their ultra premium aluminum-free deodorant. It's cologne quality fragrance, but don't worry, the nice scent is not reserved for your pits, as they also have Crop Reviver Ball Toner and Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant for downstairs. And Manscaped also threw in 2 free items with their Platinum Package 4.0, a free pair of boxers and the Shed travel bag to hold all your goodies. Trust me, these items are guaranteed hits for your dangly bits. So go to manscaped.com for 20% off your order plus free shipping using code IBP. Again, that's manscaped.com for 20% off your order plus free shipping using code IBP. Manscaped. Clear out the leaves. It's your tree trunk's time to shine. Back to the episode.
So NCK, he just alluded to the fact that me, Nick, DJ Fab, and our dad, and Rohan TV have a group chat that we've been texting in for a little bit, cooking something up. And let's just say RTV might be making a couple appearances later towards the end of the year if everything goes as planned. Don't want to hype it up too much.
On the main channel, that would be.
On the main channel, I mean, we saw how much you guys loved RTV, by how much love you showed his podcast. That podcast is approaching 100,000 views.
100K, one of our most viewed episodes. Like, I think probably third.
Yeah, it's third. And it's only been up for like a little over a month. So let's just say if everything goes the right way, cross your fingers, it could be big. I think that it could be. And I'm manifesting it out there because I hope it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, and literally the thing that we're all doing together, not the day that you're watching this, the day for us in real life, tomorrow for us, not for you guys, but tomorrow for us, we're doing the thing with those people.
Yeah.
We can't say what it is yet.
Can't say what it is yet, and I hate when people say, oh, big thing's coming soon. Like, it's like a classic thing, but this is actually a thing that's going to happen.
I think you guys will love it, you know?
And so something else I want to talk about is sometimes you do all this stuff and you try to figure everything out just to realize what you were doing was the right thing to do. Everything comes back full circle in a weird way. Life has a weird way of like...
A lot of things can be like that.
And I think I'm just going to be honest right here, like, at least for me. And there's something I don't even know if we talked about because we're always talking about, like, the funny stuff or everything we've done. But we were filming with the Rohan for so long, right? Mm-hmm. Just filming.
Like almost from the beginning.
Basically from the beginning,
yeah.
At least when we started popping off more.
Pretty much from, like, the very beginning, yeah.
Yeah, there's only like a couple vids without him, honestly.
Yeah.
Like maybe 2 or 3, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And then RTV's pretty much in a good stretch for like 4.5, maybe 5 years.
It was almost every vid, me, Ricky, and RTV. That was like the squad, every vid pretty much.
And other people would come in and out like for time to time, but RTV, almost every vid. And then you guys know, if you guys watch that podcast with him, he moved on to do his business thing, like his job that he's working on and all that. And then Nick and I were left in a little area of, like, I'm just going to be honest, we were a little, like, lost. I was a little bit, but I didn't know I was lost, kind of.
Like direction, like what we were doing and, like, how we were doing it. We had to figure out a different way to do what we were doing. Because for the longest time, it was...
The Three Musketeers.
Yeah. RTV was, like, always there, and he wasn't, like, an official part of, like, the Ireland boys. But, like, in reality, he was a big part of it.
A massive part.
Massive part, like, helping in almost every way.
It went hand in hand. We did everything together. He would film with us. We would film with him. It was almost like we were a pyramid, and then a big block got removed. And not that Nick and I, like, it's Ireland boys, so it's us, but... we were trying to figure out where we were going to go next, and that's why after our TV, like, we stopped filming with him, but we're going to film with him soon, hopefully. Dude, I'm actually very excited for that. But so then we were like, all right, what do we do? That's right when Nick was doing his boxing thing, and I don't think we've ever really talked about this in a way, but Nick did his boxing thing, and then we were like moving to LA, and we tried that out. Then we came back here, went on the road trip with BG and Yellow Snow.
And we were just trying new things because, I mean, we didn't really know what to do. We're like, it's all figuring it out. Like, we asked other people for advice who have been in maybe similar situations or who did YouTube as well. But then not every situation is like different.
And unique in its own.
Yeah, like someone could go through something similar, but it's not like exactly the same, and there's different things that could affect each situation differently.
Like, you can learn from the mistakes of other people or what they did right, but you got to like try it out and see it through almost, and see if it's going to work for you or if it's not, in a way. Because I don't know, because I know there's people out there that maybe are trying something and they're like, they tried this and it failed, then they tried this and it failed, and maybe you're like, maybe in your mind you're like, oh man, I'm never going to be a YouTuber, I'm never going to be an artist, I'm never going to be a rapper. And you just got to really believe and keep believing, man, and keep trying. Don't get discouraged, because for a little bit of times, there was times I was like, man, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, we're trying all this stuff, and it just seems like it's working for a little bit, and then it's not. But you just got to keep trying, because there's like a famous quote, I think Albert Einstein said, it's like, life is like riding a bicycle. You only fall over when you stop. You just got to keep going.
Wow, wow. You just blew my mind.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, and also for everyone that feels like a certain way, like when you wake up, maybe some days you're like, you don't feel like doing anything or you don't want to do anything. Just know showing up is 90% of it. You got to show up, and you just got to put yourself in a position, because
and a lot of times, just even if you're not feeling the best or you don't want to, but say you tell yourself like, yo, I got to do it. I got to start. I just got to do that first thing. You get in a little rhythm, and then you start feeling good, and then it's like, it's doing that first thing that's the hardest thing, and then you kind of just get going, and you just got to force yourself almost to just keep going.
Yeah, and that's another thing I was listening to. It was like, people wait till they feel good, and then they'll take action. But it's almost the reverse, which we should live by, because taking the action inherently makes you feel good most of the time.
Yeah,
and you can control the action. You can't really control how you feel all the time, but you can control taking action.
Like, just looking back and thinking, like, when I've been, maybe not, like, super, like, sad, but just, like, felt almost lost or kind of sad in a way, is when I wasn't doing, like, the most. Like, when we're busy doing stuff, it just feels like it gives you, like, a purpose, and, like, you're working towards something, and you just feel good.
And then
when getting stuff done, like, you're like, dude, I just did, like, look what I just did today, like, felt productive, and it feels good.
Like,
right?
And then when you go to bed or when you actually do relax, you feel like it feels way better. It feels way better whenever you're not doing anything, and then you like overindulge or just sit there or like relax. It doesn't feel like
you feel almost guilty in a way, right?
Yeah, and it's like a double hut.
Like, you're like not doing anything, and then it's like you're also enjoying yourself, and you're like, damn, I did not earn this. I shouldn't be doing this. Like, I didn't work out, but I'm eating ice cream. Like, I shouldn't be eating ice cream. Or I'm just like, I'm taking the day off, but I didn't do anything yesterday, so what am I doing?
Yeah, and then it just becomes, it can easily become
like a
cycle.
A
spiral, yeah.
Because then the next day you'll be like, damn, I didn't do anything. And then you'll be feeling down because you didn't do anything the day before. And then since you're feeling down, you'll be like, damn, I don't want to do anything today. And then that's really how it goes. Not all the time, but definitely it can go down that way.
Yeah, and that's why I was even talking about the Rohan thing. It's because, I mean, everyone tells you this. Who you surround yourself with, like, impacts who you become and who you are. And, like, RTV, being around him, he would make sure we were on our stuff.
A rare breed, that guy is.
Very rare. Very not, I don't know if I've met very few people like RTV.
Very few.
So I'm excited to do this thing and excited to film with him again. Going out there with DJ Fab, RTV, and when we're all together, it's just like, yo, it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. So
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I don't want to jinx it though, but it's gonna happen. It's pretty much it's happening.
It's happening like tomorrow. So
like when you guys are watching this, like it's happening as you guys are watching this.
Literally as you're watching, it's happening. So
yeah, but you guys will see that. That won't be until like October, end of October-ish, right?
End of October is when it'll start.
And then it'll go for a little bit.
And yeah, everything is, you got to balance everything. You got to balance, man.
Balance, so key. Probably one of the most key things. Because also it is, you can be working, but then it's like sometimes you got to look around and say, all right, what am I doing all this for? Like if you enjoy and you love working, then like that can be your reason. But not all the time. Like a lot of times it's working to get something. Like you can be both though. Like we like making videos, but then it's also like after everything we've built, it's like, all right, sit back and enjoy a little bit sometimes, but then also keep working.
Yeah. The balance.
Yeah.
And it's with the flow. You have to go with the flow, but you can also make the flow.
Yeah.
Like say, this is something I think about so much is say you just, your whole life, you grind. And I think you should always look at how you would feel at the end of a situation before it happens. Like, say, if everything goes well, how would I actually feel? And you never know until you do it, but, like, think about it. Because say you just grind. You're like, I'm not going to stop until I make this much money, have this, and then I'll take a break. But you go, and then say you go your whole life doing that, and you look back, and you're like, wow, I didn't appreciate friendships. I never slowed down to maybe have lunch with my dad or go to the movies with my mom or spend time with friends. But say on the other side of the spectrum, you just don't do anything. You sit there and every day you're like, man, I want to be that one day. But you're not really going after it. You got to
a balance.
Know when to go and know when to slow.
But dude, we were listening to I don't know if you were paying attention, but we were listening to the song by Oliver Tree. I don't know the name of it, but there was a line in there that stuck out to me, and it was, some people are so... Wait. Dude,
get it right.
What was it? Keep talking. Let me find it.
So I'll buy some time when NCK is finding that. But with that being said, man, I just really hope that, man, you guys watching this just know that just you got to get up and do what you know. And I'm almost talking to myself in a way.
All right, I found the lyric. It's from Oliver Tree. The song is called Suitcase Full of Cash. And in the song, he says, some people are so poor that all they have is money. Which is pretty much like what you were talking about.
So poor that all they have is money, right?
It's something like that. But it's like relationships and like connection with people, that's like, you just feel the most fulfilled. Like you can have, if you have the most money and all this nice stuff, like say you got like a yacht, you have a helicopter, you have all the nice cars, you got a Bugatti, like Andrew Tate says, you got a massive mansion. But then if it's just you, if it was only you, like living alone and all that, how sad would that be?
Yeah.
It would be like a prison, like a nice prison, but it's like so lonely, unfulfilling.
But you can have both if you cultivate it right, too.
Yeah.
So that's also, like, as I know, people are always like, oh, money, yeah. You can say that when you have money.
It's not the most important thing.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's definitely important. There's no doubt about it. Like, yeah, it's definitely important.
No, I literally think, like, before, I don't know if this is weird, but before I go to bed, most nights I literally think about something bad happening or putting myself in certain situations so I know how I want to act. Like, I'm like, yeah, if I lost everything, but I still was, like, happy and loved by people around me, I'd still be happy. Way happier than if I had everything but wasn't loved.
Yeah.
I think it all comes down, everyone wants to love people and feel loved and respected.
Feel loved, yeah. And I was thinking about this earlier. It was, man, I don't know what I was thinking about, bro. I'm sorry.
It's okay, bro.
Let you down.
It's okay. I still love you, though. no matter if you forget or not.
But it was it was this thing. It was like it was because sometimes we'll talk on here and we'll be like, dude, like forget what anyone else thinks. Like, yo, you like just be yourself, that's very important to be yourself. But at the same time, it's like you also do want to be like a likable person though, because like it feels good to be liked, you know?
Yeah.
Like don't just like be oblivious to that, because at the end of the day, I think it is all about love and feeling connected and feeling that love with whoever, like friends, family, it can be anything.
But you realize that you don't have to gain your happiness at someone else's expense. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to put someone else down to make yourself feel better.
Oh, yeah.
That's
don't
what
do
I mean.
that. Don't do that.
But some people do that when they're saying be themselves. So, like, be, like, mean or douchey to people.
Oh, yeah.
But
don't do that.
maybe that makes you feel okay in the moment. I don't think so. But definitely looking back on it, it never does. But I think that comes with time and being
wisdom.
mature. Wisdom just comes with experience, man. And that's why some of the people that have been through the most are the most wise. Some people that have never been through everything, I mean, what can you learn?
Not much.
And that should we translate this back to girls in a way or no? Because I have a great topic that I thought about. Like, not all the girls love women, great, you know, but like, this is something that
you just had to preface that you love women.
Yeah, this is something I've thought about though, because I know that like guys be talking about this. They're always like, girls, like sometimes the prettiest girls.
Oh, I know you're about to say.
You know, sometimes like out there, like the prettiest girls sometimes have the worst personality. Not always, but something I've been thinking about is maybe because you got to think about this. The girl, since a young age, they've always been told, oh my gosh, and guys go up to them, oh, you're so beautiful, like you're so funny. Like from a young age, when maybe they say something that's not funny, and they're told it's funny, or they can't dance, but like the guys are like, you can dance, yo. Like how you don't know how to dance like that?
Just because they're trying to slide in there.
Yeah, just because they'll do anything. Like a guy would do, like most guys will do anything. So they'll hype them up, say all this, and the girl starts to believe it. They're like, they are.
Like, really?
So they start to gain this confidence, but then they're never able to develop a real personality because they're always told they're the greatest, which has built their confidence. They're very confident. So these girls.
Yeah.
But maybe they're the most insecure in a way as well.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like a lot of pretty girls are insecure. Like a lot of them.
And sometimes that's why the girl that maybe wasn't the most attractive growing up, but they have that glow up later, they be the ones. You know why? They be the ones because when they were growing up, not all the guys hit on them. Not all the guys like asked them to homecoming. Maybe they were just like a little out there.
Like not everyone wanted to hang out with them just because they were pretty much.
So they had to develop other things such as a personality, such as maybe being funny, such as other talents. So they develop those, and then they're great. They're getting better at all those things, and then boom, one day puberty hits, and then they start developing.
Puberty hits, and then.
No, but like they start they come into their own in a way, and then boom, they're just as pretty, and they got the personality, and it's like
like we were talking about, life's all about balance. Like if you're just the prettiest girl, but your personality just sucks. Like she's a 10, but her personality is terrible. What is that? That's like.
I mean,
maybe like
in the long term, 0, honestly.
Yeah, in the long term, like if you're trying to date him, but like 3 or 4, maybe, you know, probably 2 or 3.
Yeah, very low.
But then it's like you also, if they just have the personality, like I'm just gonna be honest, if someone just has the best personality ever,
great friend.
Yeah, great friend. Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with that. Most people in your life will only be friends. Once you accept that, it's like okay, you know.
It's very true.
And hopefully only ever one person at a time will ever not be your friend.
Wait, what?
You think about that.
Wait, what?
Everyone in your life is technically a friend except for one person at a time.
Unless you're like Andrew Tate, then maybe like a couple.
Yeah, a couple if you want to be him, but I don't know how many people want to be him.
Apparently a lot.
Apparently a lot, but apparently not a lot too.
Apparently not a lot nowadays.
But honestly,
It's balance.
I think about that, bro. I think about that too. Like looking back on high school and all that, like, I don't know. Like I think that's how we even became like what we are. Like, I don't know. We were
balance.
No balance. Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No balance, but also like I don't know. I was just like a nerdy little kid.
I was talking. Well, sorry, because when I said balance, I was talking about like work-life balance, not like looks, personality balance.
Okay. I was still on the other topic.
Oh,
I was just terms of like we had to develop. I feel like guys in general just have to develop something.
yeah.
They can't, like, most guys can't just be like, hey, I'm a hoss.
Yeah, or like nowadays, especially there's so many options like a girl can go to. Probably has like multiple guys in the DMs, Snapchatting, whatever. It's like, how are you gonna stand out and be different?
So you have to develop in other ways.
Yeah, have a good personality, be funny. That's probably one of the biggest ones. And then, like, I was listening to this thing too. I think Bradley Martin was talking about
Love Bradley Martin, man.
Like girls are attracted to like money and wealth, but sometimes it's not even because like they want something from you because you have all that money, but it's like having that money. Like someone that has a lot of money, you look at them and you're like, wow, like,
they had to do something.
Yeah, and they work hard. Like most of the time, you don't just stumble upon like $10 million or like be rich. You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't just fall in your lap. Well, I mean, for some people it does, but like a lot of times, like they had to work for something, and that I think is what attracts a lot of women. But also for a lot of women, it is, wow, what can you do for me?
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely, but it's not only that. I don't think though.
No,
like, there's girls that are. It's both.
Yeah, and I think like if there's anyone out there, something that is key not to do if you're ever looking at that is just never complain about that. It's never gonna help you. You know what I mean?
Complain about what? Money?
Like I mean like saying like, oh, I wish it was this, I wish it was that.
Oh yeah.
Like I know like people like I've talked to a lot of people that are like, oh man, it's like,
why is it like this?
And it's like, all right, that's not gonna ever do anything though.
There's a little chart. There's a little chart for that, and it's the chart says, all right, so there's like a problem, there's a problem.
Yeah.
And then it splits off into two, and it says, can you do something about it? Yes or no?
Oh.
So then on the yes side, it's like, all right, you can do something about it? All right, then there's no point in complaining because you're just wasting your energy being sad, complaining, being negative. Just use that energy and do something about it that will change the situation for the better. And then if you can't do something about it, well, then there's no point in complaining because you can't do anything about it. So it is what it is. It literally is what it is. That's if you can do something. If you can't, then take that L.
And that's why I think that people that have been through the most maybe traumatic experiences or the worst things in life that are able to not spiral out and go into a like maybe dark, deep depression and never get out of it. But even if they go in that for a little bit, once you learn to navigate that and figure that out, the more you're able to do that in day-to-day life and day-to-day tasks and move forward, the more you're able to get done, the more you're able to do. And that's what I've learned from the best people that I've seen around me. Those are the ones that don't waste too much time on things that they can't control. Like as soon they analyze the situation, they're like, okay, you're great at this. And you're like, is there anything we can do? Is there anything we can do about it? No? Okay, well then let's move forward and what can we do about it?
Yeah.
Then take that action, because really complaining is it's not gonna do anything besides feed your ego, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's okay to like if you want to like rant about something and like get it out. That's not like bad, but spending too much time, like if you're talking about something for like days and days at a time, and it's like eating you up and ruining your mood and affecting like how you do other stuff, then it's just like take that out, like.
It's taking your energy, taking your time away.
Yeah.
Not key.
And something else, I want to bring it back a little bit because we were talking about Android versus Apple, and you're saying Android you can do more. You've got all these features. And stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Apple, they don't have all the crazy weird features like multitasking and
folds in half.
They don't have all of that. But what they do have is simplicity. Like, you look at it, just so simple. Honestly, Apple should sponsor us for, we're pretty much promoting them right now, but it's just so simple in my eyes. Like, maybe that's because I've grown up using it, which definitely affects it. But just like looking at Apple compared to Android, I just feel like it's so much more simple.
Yeah.
And where I'm going with this is sometimes less is more.
Mm-hmm.
Less is more.
That's something we've been talking about a lot behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah. And in so many ways, too. Like, even with women, sometimes doing less is more. Especially nowadays with, like, if you're responding all the time and doing the most, you push them away. And, like, even in, like, with editing or, like, with YouTube stuff, you can have all the, like, the dude playing basketball with all the gear, but they suck. It's like, is that really doing anything, or is it just for looks?
Oh, the guy with the armband, the headband, the Nike Elite socks,
the wristband, the Nike Elites, the shorts, the leggings.
But then you could have someone just pull up in a wife beater and ball up on your cheeks.
Yeah. But yeah, where I'm going with this is less is more. Like a lot of times,
Even in life, you know,
like
having things that are practical, that are useful.
Like almost going back to the can you do something about it thing. Like if there's something to do, and you're overanalyzing it, doing all this stuff, and like making this crazy plan for hours, and like it's called like productive procrastination, because it feels like you're doing something, but really you're just like procrastinating, putting it off. You're not really doing anything. So like if there's a problem or something and you're like overanalyzing, like try to plan it out, or you could just like start doing it, kind of.
A little bit of planning, and then attack.
Yeah, a little bit of planning,
but
don't overanalyze.
No. Oh, analysis paralysis, it's called.
Yeah, that.
Where someone's like, I don't know, and they look at it from all angles. But
they feel like they're doing something.
Well, it feels like you're doing something because you are writing all this stuff, or maybe doing all this, and you're like, oh, is this the best way? And if you're actually trying to figure something out, then yeah, but you got to look at yourself and be like, am I just putting stuff off because I really don't want to start?
And you know who's really good at doing that?
Who?
RTV,
yeah.
At just like RTV, one of the most decisive people, I feel like.
Decisive.
He just knows what he wants.
It doesn't feel bad. He will say no.
Yeah, saying no.
That's been his New Year's resolution for the past 3 years.
Saying no more.
Because when you're saying no, you're saying yes to something else.
Yeah.
That you maybe want more. Saying yes is also saying no to something else.
Yeah, when one door closes, another door opens.
Being selfish with your time allows you to have more time, in a way.
Yeah, it's not even like selfish though.
Yeah, I'm just saying it so it's like easy to comprehend. Like you should, but it's like your time, so like do what you want.
Don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad, but you gotta train that in your brain every day, because it does feel like bad sometimes saying no or letting someone down. It's gonna feel bad, and you just gotta keep repetition. Like saying no is okay, and being decisive. Decisiveness is also a habit too. Like if you're always indecisive about like little decisions, oh my gosh, just wait till a big decision comes up.
You're done.
Like if you're like, oh, do I wear this or this? What if you got to decide what house you got to buy one day, or like
what are you gonna do? What
business to buy? I don't know. Like big decisions, like those are gonna take time. That's but like that's why some of the biggest hosses wear the same thing every day. Like
Mark Zuckerberg.
The less decision making you have to make on minute things, the more energy you have for bigger things.
Yeah.
Like it takes mental energy, whether you think it or not. It takes every decision you make takes mental energy.
And just thinking about it, procrastinating, like doing the analysis paralysis takes more energy.
Like this is just a fact right here. Like girls, like a lot of girls, they be taking so long to get ready, and then they wonder why the guy has to pay for the date.
Wait, what?
I don't know where I was going. Maybe that was a miss.
I don't know what that meant.
I was just saying, like, girls... No, that was a miss. That was a hard miss,
I don't know. That didn't
I was just saying, like, girls... Like, girls are... All right, this is going to be a hot take right here.
Let's hear it.
This is going to be a hot take, and I don't even know... I haven't even thought this one through, but I don't even care. Because girls are amazing. Like, I'm not saying all girls. But, like, I'm saying, like, girls take a lot of time, on average, to get ready.
Oh, that's classic.
Hours.
Yeah. I think that's how they're like wired.
And do you wonder, like, I think a lot of, man, I'm really going in on the girls right now, but like, I know that a lot of girls watch too, so I'm not going in on y'all, because y'all,
they're probably watching and they're like,
y'all
yeah,
a different breed, the one that are watching us. So don't even worry about this. This is about like, this is just so, this is just for the people. Like, but like, what I'm trying to say is, girls be doing, and guys too, but like, I see this so much, bro.
Just say it. Okay. No beating around the bush.
I'm doing analysis paralysis right now, making sure it's okay to say? Oh, or whatever. So literally, like, they take hours to get ready, and then they're, like, wondering why they're so indecisive. Because you were debating whether to wear this dress or that dress for 5.5 hours, then you can't decide where you want to eat. Like, but that, let the man decide that. But also...
And all that, like I was saying, all that energy, that like their decision-making energy was just used into what outfit they're going to wear for like the past 3 hours. So you think obviously they're going to be mentally exhausted deciding what to wear. After that, they're just trying to chill and relax, and they're like, decide what to eat.
Yeah. But that gives the men a great opportunity to be decisive. If you're a man and you're decisive, you got to be decisive. Don't even, just like, it's better to almost make the wrong decision and be decisive. Like if they're like, should I go here or here? And they maybe are leaning one way, just say, we're going here. Come on.
But you know how it actually goes, though? Like, that's looks good on paper. But a lot of time, well, this happened to me personally, like a couple times, a lot of times. But she'd be like, yo, what are we going to eat? And I'd be like, oh. And I'll just say, like, whatever I'd ask her, like, you got to get a little input. Like, what are you feeling? Or you ask the classic question, well, where do you think I'm taking you, huh?
That's a classic. I feel like so many people know that now, though.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
It worked for a bit.
Yeah, but now the cat's out of the bag. But I'd be like, yo, where you want to eat? And she's like, oh, I don't know. And then I'll be like, all right, I'll decide. And then I'll be like, boom, this place. And then the girl says, not that place. And I'll be like, all right. I knew this was going to happen. So, boom, this place.
Dang.
And then I'll be like, not that place.
What?
Yeah.
And then
Not all the time.
And then they're like, I'm not even hungry.
Yeah. Or it'll be like, dude, this is the classic. Go to a restaurant or a drive-thru, look over. You want anything to eat? No, I'm good. Wow, they were decisive and decided they didn't want anything. Great.
Mm-hmm.
You're the first for everything. And then you go through the drive-thru, you got your McChicken and you got your fries, and then it's, what are you doing eating my fries? Thought you didn't want anything. I would have got you some fries and be like, oh, just one fry, just one bite. Next thing you know,
look over,
all your food's gone.
And then you're like, come on. And they're like, what? And they make you feel bad about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I know. That's a classic as well. That's a classic.
That is such classic.
There was so, this is another one. And I don't know if I've said this, but like sometimes like girls are like, man, I'm just so on edge all the time. I'm like,
oh, I know.
I'm like, oh man, I'm like nervous or like anxious. And anxiety is like a real thing for sure. But like they'll be like, oh, I'm so like nervous and anxious. But then you like go back throughout their day, woke up, boom, 3 iced lattes. On the way to work, popping how I murdered my husband podcast. Like, what do you think? And then go home and watch like a horror movie.
A little horror movie.
You're gonna be paranoid. I'm paranoid after watching a horror movie. I have to check every door. That's why I don't be trying to watch them as much.
I can't watch them, bro.
I'll pop one every couple months.
Nah,
but
I can't.
You got to think how your mind is trained. If you're literally waking up, boom, 4 shots of espresso, and then you're listening to How I Murdered My Husband on the way to work. As soon as you get off of work, your girlfriends are texting you about like.
Did you see the docuseries last night about how that guy got murdered by her wife?
Yeah, and then they're talking about dude, and then they go home and watch a couple episodes of it. It's like you're gonna be paranoid, bro. Like everything you consume, and I've been on this way for a long time. I'm just realizing it again. Everything you consume, music, everything, it just is. A wave, man.
It absorbs you. Like, how do you become you? Everything that you see, you're like a sponge in the world. And the world is the water. Like, you go around, and you can block stuff out, and you can, like, purposely not view things, listen to things, watch things that you know are going to affect you negatively. But if you're just, like, going through stuff and, like, listening to it every day, like, if a baby grows up in, like, the wild, this is weird. This went in a weird direction.
No, I know what you mean.
But like, if a baby is grown, like the story, the boy raised by the wolves. The boy was like born in the woods. I don't know how he got there. His parents like left him there. I don't know if this is even a true story.
Who cares? It's about
the principle.
Yeah.
If the kid is raised in the woods and like these wolves like take him in, dude, what else is the baby gonna know? Is he gonna know like about civilization and like all this and that? All he's gonna know is probably like wolves.
Exactly.
Does that make any sense?
No, it makes
That's a
perfect
weird
sense
take.
because how you're raised has such an impact on who you become. But the cool part about that is you can change who you are as well. No matter how late, no matter how far you think you are gone, or because some people are like, oh, this is who I am. Like, this is what I'm. But it's never, bro.
Never.
You realize how much can change. Little things, though, add up. Little things day by day. It's like this. Oh, I was talking about this to my uncle the other day.
My uncle too.
Your uncle too. Uncle Ming. Great guy. Love Uncle Ming.
Love him.
Wise man. But he was talking
He was
to me.
one of the 3 wise men. Sorry, that's a terrible joke.
We're missing on some, but hitting on others. But hey, it is what it is.
All right, you're talking to him. And,
Got to swing the bat in order to hit. Love you guys for sticking through. What was I saying? Oh, Uncle Ming. I was talking to him, right?
Yes.
What was I talking to him about? I forgot now. Way to interrupt with the 3 wise men joke, bro. Oh, come on, buddy. I was on a roll.
You're talking to him. What were you just talking about, bro?
Bro, come on, brother.
If it's important, it'll come back to you.
No, it's important.
All right,
so
then it'll come back to you. But while you're thinking about that,
I'm so lost.
I got something that I wanted to say.
Okay.
And you were talking about becoming yourself. But let me just say this. I was watching this TikTok the other day, and it was this girl talking, and she's like, everyone is so obsessed with the idea of like finding themselves. Like, who am I? Like, who am I? I got to go out, try this and that to find myself. But in reality, you are creating yourself. Like, you can decide where you want to take your life, what you want to do. You can literally decide it. Like, finding yourself, I don't think it's a bad way to put it, because like you're finding what you like. But in reality, like, you're creating the life you want and becoming who do you want to be? You can just look like 10 years down the line and say, all right, this is what I need to do to become that. You can create your reality.
I literally had a
you
brain.
weren't even listening.
I'm sorry. I had a brain blast moment.
Go.
Dude, so I was talking about this with Uncle Ming, and I like what you said. I didn't hear what you said because I was trying to think. It was about this, though. So, and I relate this to the gym because it's an easy way to see physical progress, right? Mm-hmm. So say this. Say you just go hard at the gym. Absolutely insane. One time a month.
Probably nothing. You could probably get in worse shape.
Yeah, and then they say the rest of the days you just do whatever. Just consume potato chips, consume whatever is handed to you. Walk around, people give you this crap, this, that, this. Don't matter. But you go hard at the gym one time a week. I mean, no, one time a month. You go go hard at the gym one time a month. You ain't going to see much progress. Probably, and that's the same way with our brains. You have to constantly train your mind.
That's a great
You have
way
to
put
constantly train your mind. And also, it's also this too, because I was in a very, very good headspace for a while where I was like only listening to motivational stuff. I was always like upbeat, looking at everything in such a positive light. And I thought that because I was that way at that time, I would always be that way. So I was like, oh, I don't need to like do the maintenance work of trying to meditate, trying to pray more, trying to listen to my inner intuition. So I was like, oh, I'm always going to be like positive, uplifting, like super inspirational because I already like listen to all these videos and I've been this way for so long. But it's just like this. Say you go to the gym your whole life and then one day you're like, oh, I'm strong, ripped. I'm going to be that way forever. I don't need to do anything anymore. Not true, right?
You'll be good for a little bit.
You'll be good for a little bit.
But eventually,
if you just start consuming all the crap and not going to the gym, you're going to go right back to where you were. So the same way with the mind, you got to do the maintenance. You got to put in the work day in and day out, man. And that's what I'm kind of realizing. But to get back, the beginning is always the hardest.
That's a great way to put it. Because, yeah, like you said about the gym, like, you can see, like, physical differences. Like, if you get, like, a six-pack or you're in good shape, it's like, damn, okay, like, going to the gym, like, it's paid off. Like, going on these runs pays off.
You see it.
But what's probably more important, your mental health, you can't see it. It's hard to get a gauge on it.
It's hard to see it like it's not numerical. There's no like physical presence. It's just a feeling.
And it's not just one time, like one day listening to motivational stuff, listening to positive stuff, staying away from stuff that is affecting your health, mental health negatively. Staying away from it for one day is not going to change it.
Yeah.
You gotta, it's constant work.
It's constant work and deciding that you're going to do it no matter how you feel, because I've just being honest, like, yo, you know me, I was like, I would say I was super like inspirational, super like motivational, and I would still say I am, but like very, you know what I mean? Like I'd always look at everything in like a positive light, almost like too much, where people around me were even just like, how are you always so positive, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And
then a lot of stuff has happened to me, and I didn't keep up the maintenance as well as I would have liked. And I'm kind of like, dang, bro, I'm realizing that, but I'm glad I went through that so I could relate to other people. Because I think I was always like uplifting, always positive. So now now that I've been there, I can relate to other people and almost help them and see them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you were like on top of like the hill, and then
as far as that aspect of life, yeah.
And then like went down the hill a little bit, but then who knows? There could be a greater hill.
Yeah.
But you had to get off of this hill, go down, and then now you're on a new peak.
I was kind of just doing everything just because that's what I was doing, but now I kind of know.
Like that it actually affects.
Yeah. I was kind of just doing everything, and it just happened to be right. And now I'm like realizing that.
Isn't that what we started with the podcast with? Something like, you're like how it always goes back. It always goes back.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Austin McBroom got what was coming. No, but like.
But even being a kid, like as a kid, like you're so carefree and stuff because you don't know any better. And then like as you learn stuff in the world, then like you get more stressed out and like anxiety and just like you have stuff to worry about, you know, like as you grow up. But you want to get like back to how you were when you were a kid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it goes like you start off kid like super like yeah, and then it's like all right, going through like this is life now. Okay. But it's like eventually you want to get back to there and have that same spirit. Just kind of full circle like you're saying.
It's crazy, man. But that's what I would say for everyone. Like, you really got to be aware. Everything you listen to, your friends, the people you're around, who you're talking to, it affects you so much, man. And I just look at it like the gym, bro, because your mind is constantly changing, and especially when you're young. I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can always change, but especially when you're young.
Like when your brain's forming and stuff, it's like that develops like how you look at the world. It's like impressionable.
And deciding, because you're not going to, just like people don't feel good to go to the gym every day, maybe you're not always going to be like, oh, I need to meditate, or I need to listen to this motivational podcast. Because like you might be motivated for that day. Like you could listen to someone go like, you're going to do it. You're going to do it now. You're going to get up and go. Let's go attack the day. And then you're like, yes. And you get up and maybe you go run a mile. You work out that day and then you go to bed. The next morning you're like, dang, man, maybe you do it again. But then like a week later, you're like, oh, the novelty of it has worn off, the newness of it. So it's just like, you got to keep going.
Discipline they say discipline over motivation because motivation comes and goes. But if you're disciplined, you're just going to do it whether you feel good or not.
Yeah. And I think if you're disciplined in healthy habits, it's a great thing. Like people are sometimes disciplined in wrong habits.
That's tough to break.
Tough to break the habits, but it's possible, man.
But just like bad habits are formed, you can create good habits that are good for you too.
Yeah.
Like brushing your teeth every day, that's like a good habit.
And that's autonomizing things.
You don't even think about it.
Autonomizing the good habits is so key.
Like there's some people that go to the gym. They go to the gym. It's like not, am I going to go to the gym? It's, I have to go to the gym. It's like brushing their teeth. Like every day, I'm going to the gym. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, there's no choice. It's not, I don't know, I don't feel like it today. I mean, I'm not saying I go to the gym every day. I haven't worked out in, like, a couple weeks.
It's like we're talking to ourselves right now, in a way. At least I am, for sure. And to you guys. It's like a combination. But, I mean, look at history repeats itself, too. So you can learn from your elders.
Or some would say it comes full circle.
Exactly. Like, this is a perfect example that I've seen so many kids your age, my age, younger, do. So many people I know vape, right?
So many people.
And if you look back,
like almost, dude, it's hard to find people that don't vape.
Oh, it's crazy. Like we don't. I've never done it, and I've told myself I'm never gonna do it. I'm never even gonna try it once, because if you do,
it's so addictive. Apparently, like nicotine in there and everything, and it's just they don't know enough about it. It's like, and I don't know why.
People,
I
think people do because other people do. And now listen to this: when our parents were kids, cigarettes were the thing, right? People were smoking them. It was just the cool thing. It looked cool.
Yeah.
People smoke cigs. They're like, oh, yeah. And then years later, to come to find out, it caused so many problems for so many people.
Yep.
And now our generation, I remember so many people would be like, I can't believe you smoke cigarettes, to people like, that's nasty. Why would you do that? That's how I look at vapes.
Yeah.
And I think you have to because it's like you're hitting this thing that's going in you. And a lot of people don't even know, or they don't even care.
It hasn't been around long enough, I don't think, for there to be actual like studies. Like cigarettes have been around longer, so people can see like, dang, people that were smoking cigarettes 60 years ago, they got like lung cancer or something. But vapes, they're a pretty new thing, so you can't even really tell.
And you know how it happens is people and kids our age, they're around, maybe one friend has it. They start hitting it. Other friends like, bro, let me try, bro. Then they take it. I've literally seen people do it. Never done it before. They take it, and they're like, oh, one time. See them like a couple months later.
It's always one time.
And they're the ones that are on it.
I know a lot of people that are addicted to it too, and like they'll literally say that they want to quit. They want to quit. They want to stop doing it.
They know it's bad.
But it's so addictive, and it's like, I don't know. I've never been addicted to it, so like I can't relate really. But it's like, imagine being like you want to stop something, but it's just like so hard for you to not.
Yeah. No, I know.
That's tough.
That not only with vapes, I think you can be addicted to so many things. Like people are addicted to comfort. People are addicted to pleasure. Like they have these dreams and goals and they know they want to get them, but they'll pick sitting down and watching TV instead.
Little temporary, what is it? Short-term pleasure? I
don't know. Short-term indulgence?
They're sacrificing like real fulfillment for short-term pleasure.
Yeah.
Like actual, like what will make them feel like, all right, like, yo, like I feel like I did something with my life. Like I feel like accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, content. They'll feel like content. Instead, they'll settle for something that'll like, maybe like get them through and they'll be like, oh, I'm happy right now. But then a lot of times after, it's like bro, like eating a cake. I heard this quote, eating a cake is just like cigarettes or vapes, I guess. Like a lot of times that cake, bro, looks so good. Or eating ice cream. The ice cream looks so good beforehand, but then sometimes a lot of time for me, after I eat it, I'm like, damn.
Because you go too hard. You eat too much.
Yeah, I'll be like, damn, I wish I didn't eat that. Like, I don't even feel good
You
anymore.
overindulged.
Yeah.
But like if you say you just were like, oh, I want something sweet, you eat a little bit.
Balance.
You still feel good.
Balance.
Yeah. No one won. Like, I'm not even saying sitting down and watching TV, sitting down watching a YouTube video. That's great, bro. I love it.
I do it all the time. Did it last night, this morning.
But you can't, like, you got to know when the limit is and when it's distracting you from your overall goals.
And knowing yourself is a big part of that because everyone's different. Like, there's people that sit on the couch and maybe they'll just enjoy like a little Netflix movie and then they'll go work their job, like a little normal job, and then they come back to like their girlfriend or wife, and then it's like a simple life, just like that. Simple life, and they'll love it. But how do you say it? They're content. Is that the right word?
Yeah, they're content. Like that's what they're happy with.
Like knowing yourself, because there's some people that if they did that, it would drive them crazy.
But there's also some people that if they did that, they would be happy, but they think they need to do all this. I think there's a lot of that too.
I think there is, because a lot of times, a lot of stuff looks better on paper
The idea of things.
Yeah, the
people fall in
idea
love
of
with the
things.
idea. I would say, yeah, for sure.
Like, but then like reality hits in like once you actually like follow through with that or do it, and then like a whole bunch of different complications come up and arise that you didn't even really think about or factor in. Like the quote that Jim Carrey said, he's like, "I wish everyone could become rich and famous so they can see like, oh, I don't want it." And I feel like a lot of people are realizing that now, that like being a celebrity, like being like a Drake, bro, you can't even do anything. But like, I feel like it was so cool when I was like a little kid. I mean, not a little kid, but just like even like a couple years ago, it'd be like, dude, I want to be like Drake. But now I'm like older. I'm like, dude, I don't think I would want to be like that. That would be suck. Can't do anything, you know?
Yeah, man.
I think I just broke my headphones, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, we're back. We're back. I have one more thing I want to say, and then we'll probably end it after this. But another thing is, we're talking about being decisive and stuff, and I feel like, and saying no to people, and not feeling like it's not rude, like you're just putting yourself first, which I think is important for everyone to do. Like at the end of the day, I think you should put yourself first. Do you agree or no?
I would say for me, put God first and then myself.
Okay. Yeah. That works. But yeah, put yourself, like, how you feel. That's important.
It's just going to affect you.
Yeah, and you can't, all the quotes, like, you can't pour from an empty cup and everything. Like, if you got to make sure you're feeling okay and doing what you need to do to make yourself happy, or else then if you're not happy, then you're not going to be making other people around you happy, really.
Yeah, if you take care of yourself, that's how you're going to really help other people the most.
Yeah, so I was just thinking, and I mean, you probably have thought about it before too, but it's like, we have like a channel. This is gonna sound like I got this like big ego, but that's not what I'm saying. But like me and you, and with the help of other people like Rohan, we've built like this massive thing, like so much success,
yes.
Monetary success, or like as most people would call it success. I don't know how else you want to call it, but like after like everything we built and stuff. But then sometimes I feel like me and Ricky will get caught in listening to all these outside opinions of like how to do stuff. Like someone would say, "Oh, do this. You should do this, or you should do it this way, or why don't you do this?" And then sometimes me and Ricky, like, we're like nice people, and sometimes I feel like we'll hear all these inputs from other people, and then sometimes we just don't want to say no, or just like say it how it is and how we feel.
Yeah, dude.
Because in the beginning, people weren't really like giving the most input and everything, because like it wasn't really anything, so it's like they didn't really care about it. They would just like say like roast it or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean now. Wow.
But then now that it's like something, everyone wants to tell you what to do. But it's like, no, that's not what got us here. What got us here is doing what we think we should be doing. Like at the end of the day, it was me and you making all the decisions, like saying like, oh, this should go in, this this shouldn't, we should do this, film it this way. And then like, I'm not saying like other people giving their inputs bad, but it's like when you look at it like, wait, no, this is our vision. And like I was watching the Cole Bennett interview the other day with like, you know, Nelk?
Yes.
You were watching that too.
Oh, yeah.
But he was like talking about like on set, like when he's on set and he's like the director, like directed by Cole Bennett, like he's the one telling people how to do it. And like people will give his input and stuff. But at the end of the day, he's the one directing it.
And he's been with the biggest rappers and still told them no, or told them this is how it is.
Yeah. And like, look at him because of his vision. It's like, sometimes you just got to realize like, yo, like, okay, no, there's credibility in what we say, and what we say, we should actually put more, like sometimes I feel like we'll put more value in someone else's opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, wow. I haven't even really thought about that.
Like it'll be like,
I know what you mean. And not even to say that we're better than other people, but like just this is what we have. And I know what you mean. Like it's great to learn, always learn from other people and gain what you can from them. But then at the end of the day, you are literally a professional in what you are doing.
And you shouldn't be putting someone else's opinion, like factor it in, weigh it in, and like consider it for a little bit, right? But don't let that opinion like completely, like if someone says something and I have like a different opinion, and I'll be like, I don't know if I should be doing that. But then they'll be like, yes. But then, like, you look at them, and I'm not saying, like, obviously everyone starts somewhere, right? But that person, like, having what we've built, and us being the ones who built it, it gives credibility to, like, what we're saying. And what we've done and decided is how we've got here. So
literally.
So it's like...
And for so long, it was only our decisions. You're right.
Yeah. So it's like if someone else is saying, like, do this, do it this way, but they're not at... Like, you were talking about it on a previous podcast. Don't take advice from someone in a relation. Like, if you're asking... Sorry, I'm just going to restart that. If you're asking for relationship advice, you don't ask it from the person who's, like, in a messed up, toxic relationship and is, like, doesn't know what they're doing and, like, has girl problems, right? You're not going to ask them. You're going to ask the person, or you should ask the person who's in that nice, loving relationship where both people are happy. That's what you're going to ask. And if you want to ask someone about, like, how to make money, are you going to ask someone who doesn't have money? That makes no sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and a lot of time we'll be taking advice from people from just like everyone in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and even if we don't take it, man, even me just like, that's definitely something I've done is just like been hung up on it or like thought about it too much. Like, I'll take too much into account what someone said.
And be like,
but man, I never did. Man.
Sometimes you just got to look and be like, no, nah, I'm not feeling that. But you can't feel bad about it. You can't feel bad about it. That's so key.
I've definitely felt bad.
No, yeah, I think, yeah.
Right?
I mean, no, I think we both are, like, working on it, but, like, it's good to realize it, you know?
Wow, man, I know what you mean now. I feel it right now.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, dude.
It's like someone else, yeah, you can take their input into consideration, but at the end of the day, you got to be like, and I heard someone on Logan Paul's podcast talking about it. It's a big comedian, dude. That, Dave Cook.
Oh, yeah.
Massive comedian. He was talking about, like, everyone nowadays, especially nowadays, like if someone, like, toots their own horn, it's like people are like, dude, you're so cocky or something. But it's like, dude, no, let them, like, shine their light a little bit. And after everything they've built, like, they've done something and they have, like, a track record to prove it. It's like, all right, like there's credibility in, like, what people like that are saying, you know?
Oh, yeah, man. Wow. Dude, I think that's how you got to end it right there.
All right, folks, that's how we're going to end it. We actually have to pack for that trip that we're going on with DJ Fab and Rohan TV. We're leaving tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Subscribe if you're new. Let us know if you like this episode, just me and Ricky. I mean, we'll be back with Mason next week. But until next time, it is
what it is.